Right, here we go. We are live again. And this time, it's the three of us. Ben has decided to join us, which is quite nice, isn't it?
Well, yeah.
bit of a treat for us.
Is it nice to have me back, right? Did you miss me?
Oh, I did, mate, so much. It's been 8 long months, that. That's probably the last time I saw you as well, apart from when you were stalking me outside my house the other week.
Weird that, yeah. And I didn't mean to ignore you then, by the way, because you messaged me, didn't you?
Yeah, shock. Messaged him saying I was stalker, and he just didn't reply.
Yeah, it's kind of one of my traits, mate. People just like, I don't message people back, just like.
So shit. Why were you outside my house?
It was literally, basically, I heard these like footsteps on the nah.
Did you?
Can't remember. Oh no, I was on my way down to just like work somewhere, like a void property, and I pulled in to talk to someone on the phone.
Right.
I was outside your house.
Yeah, very creepy. I came out for work, like going out to my car, and I was like, Ben's there, and I was
like, yeah, literally, yeah.
Casually just chilling outside.
And look, it looked even more dodgy because when I saw him, he drove away straight away.
Yeah, literally.
As soon as I got shit.
Yeah.
Back to that comment, by the way, you made about footsteps on the landing. Let's just enlighten people, because we've had a podcast about this full situation before, but it's kind of escalated now at Ryan's house, where he's got some audio footage of footsteps / knocking coming from somewhere in his house when he's home alone.
It doesn't actually like bother me at all. Like, I find it dead interesting. Like, I can't figure out in my head what it could be, but it's only happened 7 or 8 times. It's not like it's happening all the time. So I can't figure it out. But yeah, I obviously sent a Snapchat out to a load of mates and stuff, and I actually video called Jamie because you need to listen to this. So Jamie was there, like in and around.
I was live in the room.
He's live in the room, and like I said, I haven't heard it since. And yeah,
is it only when you're on your own then? Like
no, it's every other time. Bethany's been here. Every other time.
That bad though before?
No, that's the loudest it's been, and that's the longest it's gone on for it. Because it got to the point where I'd get my phone out before, and like by the time I do that, it just doesn't happen anymore. But that's the first time that it's happened that I've been able.
Obviously, when was it? Was it Saturday night?
Saturday, yeah.
Because like normally, if it's on the phone, you can hear it. It's obviously pretty loud, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's loud for me, but it might not come across as loud on the thing. But it's so loud for me.
Fuck that, mate.
I know, it's fucked. Yeah. And the worst thing is you can like hear it moving, or the sound moves across. It's not just like one place, so you can hear it like moving across. Because we had it when me and Bethany were in the living room. I don't know, 3 or 4 months ago, and she was sat on one sofa, the other end of the room, and I was sat on the other. And she was like, "Oh, it's above my head," and then I was like, "Well, it's above mine now." We could hear it. Like, it felt like it was moving across.
It's not normal, mate.
No.
It's proper mad, and especially like when now as well you've got like proper thick carpets and stuff upstairs and all over your room, so like footsteps to sound like that clear through the roof
it wouldn't be knocking in.
No, it wouldn't make that sort of noise, so it's like it's proper freaky. Like,
it'd be like that thud that you hear downstairs, wouldn't it? It'd be like doomf 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 rather than like a knocking-y sort of like walking on wood sound.
Yeah.
So crazy. It's really, really.
There's that story because obviously, listen to we've been chatting about it. And we've been listening to some of the old podcasts and stuff.
Oh yeah.
And, I listened to that one where Ryan's talking about his old house in Bushry and stuff, with someone walking across the landing and stuff. Yeah, remember?
Oh, Penryn. Oh yeah, that was in Penryn.
Yeah. And I was like, well, is it like following you or what? Like.
Yeah, it might be.
Like an exorcism or something.
Yeah. I said if it is such a thing, it doesn't seem to be doing anything. So it's just walking around our room every now and then.
I don't know how you can't be like. I don't know how you can be like, oh yeah, it's fine though. Like, I'm really like sound about it. Like, someone walking upstairs and it's only you in the house, mate.
Yeah, but it's not like it's doing anything, is it? I went
Yeah, but he
upstairs.
wasn't
upstairs while I was.
He wasn't very calm about it. He was like,
well, no,
sending
if you
me
hear
pictures
it,
and your face were like,
yeah.
But
imagine
like,
it.
like do that and then just go to bed. Like, yeah, sounds that.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. When it's happening, you're like, fucking hell. Like you're still trying to think, like, what could it be? That's got to be. And yeah, it's not nothing. It wasn't like stormy at all on Saturday. It was nothing. It was dead outside. So I don't have a fucking clue.
Crazy.
It's
just crazy.
Really, really creepy.
This video like blows up, like something happens to Ryan, like live on a podcast.
Yeah, right behind me here, like just a revealing a ghost.
Paranormal activity just gets like launched across the room. Like, we're like, you saying what? I'm not doing anything. Watch this. Whop.
Yeah, literally standing behind you.
That'd be insane.
Yeah, so someone said put a tray of flour on the floor.
Have you got carpets? Have you?
Yeah,
in a tray.
Oh, a tray.
Yeah, but if you did that and you had a footstep then though, you'd be like, oh, it's over. I've got to go now.
Oh yeah, mate.
Yeah.
Can you imagine? Fuck.
Yeah, that house is a sale.
What film's that? That's in the film, isn't it? That's in a film. It's a Paranormal Activity where they put like flour on the floor.
Yeah, it's like a wooden floor though there.
And it's like they put like it's like a three, like a hoof in it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you'd be out.
I couldn't deal with that.
When you put a little like wireless camera on the landing or something.
The problem is, if you see something, you're just going to fucking scare yourself. Even though everyone else might think it's fake, you know for a fact it is, and you'd be like, "Oh fucking hell, this isn't good."
Yeah, this isn't good. It's not good.
But I said it's just stereotypical, like really old house as well. So you just like put the dots together, don't you, with old houses and
footsteps, mate. It's footsteps, like.
Yeah, well, I don't know. It might not be. It might be a logical explanation, but I can't think of one.
Yeah. Okay.
Anyway. Ooh, I think I'm frozen here.
No, you're not. You're fine.
Oh, I'm back now. There you go.
But yeah, back to Saturday night. Obviously, it was an eventful evening of boxing, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Cal Brook, Amir Khan, like 10 years maybe too late, but we got there in the end. A bit disappointed, really. I think at the end, I understand he was taking an absolute pasting.
Yeah.
But he wasn't like amazingly he didn't hit the deck, but Brook just didn't so much stronger, didn't he? Like, you know what I mean? When he was hitting him. Khan was like hitting him back, and it was just like, oh, he's like got like feather dusters for hands. Like, I just didn't see him as doing anything.
Didn't touch him, did he? Like you say, Brook can punch, can't he? But like Khan's chin's just like terrible. You know, I
say you know why he didn't go down is because I had a bet on it. Everything else came in. It was just like him to get knocked down. It was like Kell Brook to win in rounds 5 to 8. Most punches landed, and Khan to be knocked down. It was like 9-1. And I was like, how many times did Khan have the fucking wobblies on, and he still didn't go down? I was like, you're unbelievable.
It was like Bambi, wasn't it, at one point?
Yeah.
The whole fight, really. After the first punch in the first round, I was like, oh my God, he's gone.
Yeah, it was bad.
For it to get to the 6 was incredible.
Every like combination of punches, he looked like he was going down, didn't he?
It was big.
It was not good for him. But I had
a really good fight.
I picked the right round of where the fight was going to stop. I just backed the wrong horse.
yeah.
I had Amir Khan to win by KO or TKO in the 6th, and after round 1, I was like, yeah, this isn't going to even make it to the 6th, let alone be working my favour.
He gave it a good go, but it was just like he was just swinging it. He was swinging and hoping when he was just like hoping it connected with something, and it just wasn't happening.
No, there's no power.
That'd be it now for him, wouldn't it?
No,
I think so. Yeah, I mean, it's more interesting ones like Kell Brook. If he'll take something on now, like obviously, I think he's mentioned Eubanks. I've seen something on Twitter that he's called Eubank out and stuff.
Yeah.
And who's the other one? The other son. Oh, Conor Ben.
Oh, Conor Ben. Yeah.
He's mentioned his name as
well. That's
well.
It now. I think like for them, that's just paydays, isn't it? That's paydays for them, I think, personally. Not even for like Brooke. It would be one for Brooke, like, but I feel like them calling Brooke out now after that is just like, because he knew, like, to be fair, they knew that obviously they must have made a lot of money on Calm Brooke. It was quite wet, like, the arena was full, and I don't know what the box office numbers were, but those two guys now seeing that and going, oh, we'll fight him. But like both of them, maybe not so much Conor Ben. I've not really seen much of him. But I think Chris Eubank Jr. would just batter Kell Brook. It'd be pointless.
I think.
Doesn't it take like ages for like? That's the thing in boxing. Doesn't it take ages just to put a fight together though? So like by the time that fight comes around, is Kell Brook 36 or 37 then? You know what I mean? Yeah, it takes so long in boxing.
He looked in fucking good shape though, didn't he? Kell Brook.
He did. He looked really good shape compared to Amir Khan anyway.
He looked really good.
Khan had all the suction cups.
Yeah.
Plastered.
Yeah, that's mental as well to be having that much kind of recovery, but like before the fight, you probably just didn't look good, really, did it?
No.
But overall, it was a good spectacle, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was a good. Did you watch any of the undercards?
Yeah, terrible watch.
The only one,
it was a struggle.
I can't think of his name now. He's like he's only had like 4 professional fights, I think. He's been out the ring for a while. He's a YouTuber and stuff, and he commentates. So he's
Vidal Riley.
Yeah, Vidal. He looked alright.
6 rounds, right? Knocked him down in the first, didn't he? But
yeah, I know obviously the guy, but he's meant to be like quite decent at Vidal, isn't he? But he's just been inactive and stuff.
The rest though were just rubbish. I thought it was like, oh my god, get to the bloody main event. Like,
speaking of main events, how about a UFC main event knockout?
Oh my god, yeah, the funniest.
Have you seen it, Ben?
I haven't seen it, mate. No.
Oh my god,
mate.
Honestly,
you'll have to look at it. It's Johnny Walker, and who was he against? Jamal
Hill.
Jamal Hill, yeah, and like
Jamal, whatever.
Yeah, the way the fight was going was kind of like 50-50, and then he just catches him like on the top of the head. Yeah, I sent it to you, yeah. And then, like, was it that some guy tweeted? He said he went down like one of those guys outside the car wash, like.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, it was the weird. Oh, you have seen it then? You have seen it then?
Yeah, I've seen it. Yeah, I sent it to you. I sent the video.
Oh my days!
Yeah, what was that about?
It's like he hits him, and then he's like that after he's been punched, and then he just goes and just drops back. It's like. What's happened? I was like, what's he doing? I honestly thought he was taking a piss. Like, I thought he was just chucked himself on the floor and like to start laughing.
He's quite eccentric, isn't he? He's quite eccentric bloke. So you're thinking, has he done it?
Yeah, it was like right there, like just whop. And then he hit him, and then he kind of went back to that, and then just went, and he just fell. I was like, what's happened here? And then he was just spark out. I was like, oh my God.
Yeah,
it was a mental finish. Like, there was a few mad knockouts in that that night.
There was,
fight nights sometimes better than the main events, I think.
Yeah, it's just going to build up with main events, isn't it? And
I suppose.
What time was that on then?
It was it was the usual shit
in
time.
The morning that started. That's not bad for a main event though. Like,
no, it's usually a couple hours more again.
Yeah, it's just like
it's like 4 or 5.
Yeah, it is.
Drag.
This is watching the boxing as well.
Yeah, I said it's not bad because I find it better catching up in the morning anyway with BT because it's just you get to fast forward through like all the I do like watching the ring of the walks and stuff, but it just means you can watch the whole card in about an hour instead of it taking 3 or 4. You know.
Yeah.
So that's what I'll do. I just avoid Twitter then straight away in the morning so I don't see any results. And then Jamie's like, "Did you see that guy get knocked out last night? Oh my God!" I'm like, "Oh yeah, fucking thank you."
Can't help it. You watch it live, isn't it?
No, to be fair, you're not too bad because you know I watch it in the morning, but you are just you do always ask like every morning after like, "Have you seen UFC yet?"
Yeah. We'll talk about it. Let's chat. What else was there? Oh, well, Sunday was eventful, wasn't it?
United, you're talking about?
Yeah.
When was the Spurs City game? That was mental.
Saturday night.
Yes, Saturday evening. Yeah.
That's when all that stuff was happening with me. Yeah, while that game was on.
Like, I didn't watch
Again.
it, but like it was just going off, and I was like looking at Twitter and stuff, and it was like, oh my god, like what's going on? Alan Shearer jizzing in the cane and stuff.
To be fair, he
so
had a
odd,
hell of a game.
Oh, he was unreal.
But it was like it was just like Kane barely had the ball, but when he had the ball, he did something with it. Like it was like every pass was like inch perfect to like Son if he was like bombing forward and stuff like that, and every touch he'd have, it wasn't like miscontrolled. It was perfect.
Do you find City have those games
so
sometimes?
Efficient.
They have those games, City, where they're just like once or twice a season they'll have when they play Palace at home and they just look so open all of a sudden. You're like, why today? They're like so attacking, but then they looked so. Every counter attack was like Spurs were making something happen.
Yeah.
When usually City are just so solid everywhere.
The first goal was like a counter, wasn't it? I think.
Yeah. Well, they were all pretty much counter attacks.
They were all pretty much counters. Yeah.
That was a bit mad. To be
but
fair.
like,
he's done the double over them.
Yeah,
they double over them.
Took off City, yeah, which is mad because in both games they got absolutely battered, like on paper.
Yeah.
I can't see it like. I mean, I don't know. Maybe it's too early to tell, but I can't see it like affecting anything too much with like Liverpool and City. So I think City is still like.
I don't know. It's Liverpool win their game in hand, and then they've got. If they go and beat City, they're back level. So it's but. I don't know. It's one of those like Liverpool are another team. Like when it's like it just goes to show that when things are going well, you kind of it's almost like luck. Then your luck's in. Like the amount of chances that teams miss against Liverpool, and then Liverpool go and win the match like 2-3-0 or whatever, is it seems to be like every week. Like Norwich had like 2 or 3 really good chances.
Yeah, I saw Pookie had a massive chance.
Yeah. And then obviously then like they went 1-0 up, but it was absolutely inevitable that Liverpool were going to come back because they're just relentless. Whereas like I feel like at the moment with United, every chance that kind of falls to another team goes in.
Yeah.
Like they, it's like it's not even a case of like they fluff it or something like that. It's bang, it's in the back of the net, but we're not good enough to go and break them down then.
Yeah.
And it's like
we're not coming back in games though, are we? We're not reacting well to teams scoring against us at the moment. We're really like having a negative reaction to teams drawing level or going ahead. Whereas under Solskjaer towards the obviously there was that whole thing where we just kept going 1-0 down, and you sort of had it in your head though. You were like, we're going to come back anyway. But that's like it's gone the other way now.
Yeah,
it's like you just I don't have no confidence.
Weirdly, in it, like we always start like well, and then by half time or second half, we just go to absolute dog shit for like.
It's gone opposite. Like we were creating no chances under Ragnick in his first 6 or 7 games. It was like fucking 3 chances a game we were creating, and it's gone like. And then we were getting clean sheets though. But now we're conceding goals and creating loads, so you can't win. But we're just missing.
People aren't putting the ball in the net. Like that's another thing. Freaks. Like look at that Ronaldo tapping from like a yard. Like
he's missed a lot of chances.
Some of these chances that we've missed are laughable. Like
he should have had 3 or 4 more goals.
Like, Jesus, but you just start laughing your head off now because you're like, "What? How is this happening?"
Yeah,
it doesn't make sense.
But a lot of them have been Ronaldo as well. He needs to like hold his hand up and say, "Fuck it, he's missed some sit." That Brighton game should have a hat trick. Good on the keeper, missed. Had a header from point blank, missed.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, like I don't care who you are, you've got to take accountability for missing chances, and he has missed a ton in the last month.
I just hope he's got his boots on tomorrow.
That's what I mean. You trust him to do it when it comes to it, though, don't you? Like he did. Brian were barring us, and he scores that goal, and it was like game changed.
Yeah,
but,
great finish as well for someone who's hadn't scored for a while. It was like just bang, like Jesus needed that big time.
Again, like back to Leeds game, though, like first half, we were like coming off the pitch, we were like, been dominant, 2-0 up, class, like really good. And then, that goal, do you know what I mean? It is what it is, isn't it?
Yeah.
It was a cross.
Keeper's got to do better, but Eric Dyer's got to do better there for me. But it's one of them.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I think it's hard.
Over his head, like.
Yeah, but like cross, isn't it? It doesn't.
Yeah, I know, but like keepers watching it the whole way. You're like, well, on
but
a jump
like
ball,
conditions and stuff were shocking as well, weren't they? And it was windy and whatever, so you just don't know.
It was a proper football match. I'll give it.
Oh, it was amazing. That's like going back like 20 years and watching a game.
Yeah,
it was quality, dirty tackles, everything.
Massive rivalry.
McTominay was quite lucky to still be on the pitch.
Fucking hell, he was. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you look at it and you can kind of like laugh it off now, but like at the time in the game, I was like, "What are you doing?" Like, there's you know what I mean? You're on a and this was when he was on a booking, and then he's putting tackle. I'm like, are you thick?
It wasn't even the tackles. It was when he was gobbing off with the ref over someone else.
Well, when he
kicked off on the touchline. Yeah, kicked off on the touchline, didn't it? Between two players.
When Alanga got.
Yeah, and then fucking McTominay's coming in. He's like right in the referee's face. He's like, "Oh my god, what are you doing?"
Yeah,
but like, on just... the third goal, do you know when like obviously Fred came on then, didn't he?
Yeah.
And like, do you know, can't remember who did he pass it out to, like on the sort of left side of the box? Was it Sancho or Alanga?
Sancho got the assist for Fred's goal. Like.
Yeah. And then he was like,
Sancho.
We started lapping him, didn't I? I was like, why are you overlapping Sancho for? And then he just put it in the fucking back of that. I was like, well, that's a great goal. But
like that's what I mean. It was like one of them things. That was like again, like I messaged Rai like straight away. I was like, well, I can't believe he's taking Pogba off. It's because especially at the time, like McTominay was booked, so I was like, well, surely he's coming off.
Yeah.
And then he took Pogba off. I was like, well, he was the best player on the park. I'm like, well, what's going on here? And then immediately Fred's overlapping. To be fair to him, he puts in a good 20, 30-yard shift there to like bomb round, and he's put it in at the front post. I was like, get it!
Yeah,
it's a
great goal.
And then Elanga missed that sitter, for some weird reason, he decided to hit it first time with his weak foot. Straight at the keeper. And I was like, what are you doing? Like, just take a touch.
Yeah.
And then luckily we got another chance and finished it off. But it was like I said, proper football match. Like the weather, like Leeds fans, like they were kind of, again, they were good to start in it, and then obviously we were 2-0 up and looked like we were cruising. They were very quiet, but then as soon as they were back in the match, it was like kind of electric there again. Then, and it was like that kind of proper. There's massive hatred there, isn't it? And it's just great that when you fucking beat them anyway.
I think I was telling you the other day though. I think Leeds are the team at the moment that everyone wants to play. Like, I think they're the best team in the Premier League to play at the moment. I knew we'd beat them on the weekend. They're just perfect for anyone because anyone's got a chance.
They just always go for it, don't they?
I'd rather play Leeds than anyone else in the league at the moment, right now, because they are so open. They'll give you 7, 8, 9 chances a game, and you've only got to take a couple. But they are threats in their own as well. But you just know they're guaranteed you're going to get loads of chances, and the better teams will take them, and they need to be really careful because if they keep playing like that, it's going to come to bite them in the arse in the end.
Yeah, bottom half of the table's proper tasty as well after the weekend results, like Watford winning away at Villa, Burnley beating Brighton away 3-0, and you're like, Newcastle got a good point against West Ham, and they must have thought, oh, that's ideal with the other fixtures, and then that's almost like the worst result of the weekend for the bottom team.
But it's like dragged like Brentford, Everton, Leeds, Everton. Imagine they could have done.
Yeah, but the thing is, it's not. It's quite feasible. Like they
got horrible fixtures.
Yeah,
they got horrible fixtures. Everton. So we'll see.
And then you've got obviously the race for the top 4. Then is like another thing.
What do you reckon? You got it or what?
What if you think we'll get it?
Yeah.
It's literally like game by game at the moment.
If you had to put money,
like obviously we're in pole position because we've got the points on the board. Like if you're Arsenal, you've got to win your games in hand. Like if you're Tottenham, you've got to win your games in hand.
Yeah.
So like we've got our points on the board. So it's it's 50,
we've got a huge month now, don't we?
Yeah, we've got some fixtures now, and it's like we've got to kind of take points from somewhere in these games. Like we've got to.
We've
So
wasted a
it's-
chance in that run of fixtures. We've wasted a chance with
Yeah,
like Burnley and Southampton and stuff.
Oh,
We've wasted a chance to pull away.
Those 3 draws we had: Villa, Southampton,
Yeah, 6 points there
and
gone.
Burnley. You know what I mean?
It could be third now.
We win them, we'd be above Chelsea, and they're in a different thing. So again, that's the thing. Chelsea are not exactly looking great. It's like 93rd minute winner against Palace, was it, on the weekend?
Yeah.
Like and Zaha missed a sitter. Like, you know, you're kind of lucky that like Tottenham, okay, they beat City the other day, but like they got stuffed against Southampton. I know that it was like only 3-2, but Southampton like fully battered them. Like when I was watching it,
and Wolves as well.
You know, Wolves are a good team, but Arsenal got them, didn't they, this week?
Yeah, that's a big
Arsenal
game.
got them again this week, and like kind of need Wolves to win that, really, because I think Wolves will maybe drop off. But Arsenal are kind of on like a little bit of a run, and when they get that little confident run, they kind of go quite well for a bit. But as soon as they drop points, they kind of like disappear again. So it's like we need that sooner rather than later.
I think it's going to be a case of who drops the least points rather than who gets the most, because all 3 of them, or 4 of them if we count West Ham, all of us are dropping points. Like every week, one of us loses or doesn't win. So it's going to be a close run.
West Ham,
I still think we'll get it.
The other day were dreadful.
Yeah, they're running out of steam a little bit, aren't they? I think they're not as fluid as they were.
Dear me.
Yeah, he's gone off the boil. It's Jared Bowen's carrying them of late.
Yeah, he's
because Ben Rama's not looked any good since the start of the season. So
he kind of comes in fits and spurts, doesn't he? But that's it. But yeah, they're again lacking a striker anyway. But because Antonio the other day, like at the best of times, he's like Wan-Bissaka but up front. Like he doesn't look like a footballer.
No.
And then like obviously he scored some goals, but like you watch him and like the ball's bouncing everywhere, and he's just like a big, strong runner, really. But like when he's not on it, it's just obvious that he just looks terrible.
He looks awkward, doesn't he?
Like he's shooting like all over the shop and stuff. And you're like, oh my god.
Obviously, Wan-Bissaka started on Sunday, didn't he? And it was his first game for a while. And like I know Dallow's not amazing, but you could see the difference just in a little bit of quality on the ball to none at all. Wan-Bissaka was pathetic on the ball again. He had his double slide tackle, and he's happy.
Yeah, he was literally the last person you want on that pitch in those conditions to run with the ball is him.
Yeah,
like when he can't do it in normal time. Like I don't know if you noticed it, right? But he pissed me off at minute 1. What was it? That Jack Harrison chance earlier in the first half. Like Wan-Bissaka's just jogging back in the middle of the pitch, and like it's his man free at the back post, and he's just jogging back. No ounce of like effort to make it back and try and defend. And I felt like that it was the whole game. He was like running in treacle.
Yeah.
I'm like, I was like, do you want to sprint, please? Like, I was losing it at the telly. I was like, he needs to get off.
You think how bad he is on a pitch like the pitches they get to play on in the Premier League? Imagine what he'd be like on like a local pitch around here. He wouldn't look out of place. He would not look out of place. You'd be like, oh, he's quick and strong, but then and fit. But that's it. He wouldn't stand out.
But yeah, no, he really, really annoyed me, and I was like, Jesus, especially for someone who's basically lost his place.
Yeah,
he just looked like he wasn't trying enough to get it back. And then I see people online then, Wan-Bissaka amazing. I'm like, what are you watching? What are you watching? I don't get it.
The double slide tackle. It's just
no.
Do you reckon Pogba will stick around then? Or?
I'm fed up hearing this.
I don't think he will, but I hope he does. I don't care what Ryan thinks. I want him to stay.
What do you think?
Like I think he'll go. Yeah, like it's just one of them things. If supposed the contract's been on the table for ages, then if he wanted to stay, he'd sign it, wouldn't he?
And if he's that good, we'd give him exactly what you want.
Yeah, but I mean it's a bit crazy, like 400 or whatever grand a week, and you're like,
if you're that good, you give it to him, don't you? He's not good enough.
No.
It hasn't been good enough for 5
Liverpool
years.
are not doing it for
6 years?
Salah,
6 years? Yeah, well, that's Liverpool. They're fucking that, aren't they?
Yeah, but the thing is, like, this is a problem. See, you're taking him. You think that, like, you're one of those people that for like 90 million, you want him to score 30 goals a season and assist 40. Like, it's not going to happen. He's not that sort of player. It never was.
I want him
Like,
to play
so-
games for start, Jay.
Yeah, well,
he's
yeah,
only
I get. Yeah, he's always injured for a long period of time at some point of the season. But
Yeah,
the games that he hasn't played compared to him coming back now, like, we're a totally different team. We're so much better with him in it. He is our best midfielder on the ball, without a shadow of a doubt. And like, his passing range and everything is superb. But like you said, I get it. I understand why you hate the circus and everything around him. And
The
yes,
problem is,
he's
Jay,
been
he has these runs.
disappointing
He has these
at
runs.
most.
Yeah,
he
he
gets
has.
injured then or something. Like, you know what I mean?
For 6 years. But then it's like,
Yeah.
you'll get these performances out of him back to back to back to back to back, and you're like, fucking hell, okay, he's pulling a run together. And then you'll just have a game where you're thinking, oh my fucking, when he's bad, he is so bad. Like, it's
Yeah, but like, everyone has those kind of games, don't they? Like, what's
He
De
does,
Bruyne done this season? Nothing. You watch him; he's like giving the ball away all the time against Tottenham the other day, but no one says anything because it's Kevin De Bruyne.
I think De Bruyne has earned it though. Pogba hasn't done enough at United to earn respect of like, oh, let him off this week, let him off, because it happens too often. As simple as that, and he hasn't been good enough. Like, it's simple. He hasn't been worth the money.
The thing is, if you let him go, then you've got to the another midfielder.
The thing is, like, when you
you
watch
do,
him,
And that's just not Glazeronomics. So
when you watch him how he played on Sunday, he's like unreal.
yeah, but he's played.
Oh, he is.
He's played like that. Like, since he's come back in, he's been very good.
Yeah, yeah.
And then
He's
Sunday,
been really good.
That was obviously, he was another level on Sunday. He was fully taking the piss. But like,
Some
But that was
players,
an ideal game,
Yeah.
though. Remember, that was an ideal game.
yeah,
but you say that. I've always thought, though, he's kind of one of his main issues is he's just never adapted to the pace of the Premier League. Like, he wants all that time on the ball, and like, I don't think he had that much time on the ball at Leeds. Like, someone was always on him, but he was just too good at avoiding them. Like, that time. A lot of the time, obviously, he gets surrounded by like 2 or 3 people, and then he tries to hold them off, and that's when you lose your head and he loses the ball. But like, the other day, it was kind of like he was just man marked by like 1, and like, that was easy for him. Like, he gave Forshaw the runaround. Like, it was just silly to watch. But I'd love to keep him because I just think he's a good player, and if we get rid of him, it's another player we've got to bring in, and you just don't know, do you? But I can understand why Ryan just wants rid.
Did you? This is like way off topic. Did you watch the Super Bowl?
I
That
did,
is
yeah.
so far off topic.
I know, but I just thought it's time for a change. Man, to be honest.
Yeah. To be fair, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, I did
no.
watch the Super Bowl. Yeah,
Right, fucking United again.
every minute.
I just want to talk about the halftime show. To be honest, mate.
Oh, amazing.
Because
Why? Who was it?
We can talk about how shit the NFL.
Eminem, Snoop Dogg.
Oh,
Dr.
yeah, I
Dre,
know. Yeah, I saw a clip.
Mary
of it,
J.
yeah.
Blige. Amazing.
Yeah.
Like, it was
That's
just
hard.
it was just nostalgic. Like, I don't think people
It's the one.
like, a lot of people were like, oh, didn't like it, thought it was rubbish. And I was like, what are you watching?
I don't know. Like,
I was like,
it still baffles me about how like how obviously they don't like swear and say like drugs and whatever.
yeah.
I don't know how they can like do it so quick, like so quick when they're singing. Do you know what I mean? It's mad. Because like obviously they've probably sung those songs live and sworn. So how can they like just adapt it back dead quick like that easy?
What do you mean? Like, take the
They
swear words out?
rehearsed it when they like
Yeah, they rehearsed it. Yeah.
what's the word? They
Yeah.
they use like, you know what I mean? They've not just rocked up on the night and gone, right, showtime.
Yeah, like I fully understand that, right? But like in front of like that many people, you could easily like they're performing as well. I mean, they could easily get carried away and just say a swear word, can't they?
Yeah, but it's not going to end the world, is it? It's just going to be like,
I guess.
oh, he's forgotten what he's doing. It's Eminem as well. It's not like Eminem's going to be like, oh, he'd probably just carry on doing swear
It's
words as
not-
well.
Yeah, I was more thinking about like Snoop Dogg. To be honest, he just doesn't give a shit.
Yeah.
Oh, he
He
probably
was
turned
like,
up high as
smoke-
well.
Yeah, he was. He was smoking a blunt before going on, wasn't he? He was
Oh,
like, this
classic.
video of him like toking away.
Yeah, where was the final? The final was was it in LA?
LA, yeah.
Yeah, so it's legalized there, isn't it, cannabis now?
I think, yeah, but not in that where that is. Like, it's in
Not
like
that
everywhere,
area
but
of California.
not that area, I think, yeah.
Oh, well.
Or that's what people were saying online anyway, because they were like, oh, and everyone's like, well, it's painfully
Surely-
obvious that Snoop's going
Which
to be
you can't smoke it there, you can't buy it there. It's like
I don't know. But people were like saying, oh, it's not legal there. It's legal
smoke
everywhere else,
weed
but
every
not
day.
there. Like, I thought it was great, I did. And like, and then when 50 Cent, he wasn't like rumored to be there. And then he just was there like hanging upside down. I was like, amazing.
It was like the noughties nostalgia, wasn't it?
Yeah. And I think that's why like a lot of people didn't kind of like respect that. I don't think everyone else was like, oh, it's not that good. I'm like, you don't understand, because this was like RVR listening to music, and like it was great. But yeah, I really enjoyed. But the actual game itself was really good as well. So.
Yeah.
Right. Should we talk about Six Nations? Or...
Oh yeah, absolutely not.
Right, Ben, do you have a top three for us today then, or what? Seeing as you're back, it's got to be a good one. What, you haven't thought of one? I thought you had one.
I have got one. It's a bit of a. It depends how you look at it. Like I have got one, but you might go, it's a bit shit. But okay, I'll do it.
Well, it doesn't
Because
matter.
This is him just
Better than
covering
not
ass.
having
Yeah.
one.
I know what Ev's is like with his fucking sandwiches and stuff.
Oh mate, I listened back to that app, and honestly, terrible, really. But I couldn't make it better now. Like they'd
What
still
was
be
it
the
again?
same, because
What was it? Ham was it?
it was just plain cheese sandwich on fresh bakery bread with like which you don't understand makes a massive difference.
Yeah, but all you'd have to do is put a bit of jam in it, and it's fucking.
Oh yeah, well,
That was one. What was the other ones then?
Oh, I don't know. I think that was
one
like
was,
chicken tikka spread.
my
I'm sorry.
Yeah, no,
Yeah, not
my
asking
second
you,
one was just ham and cheese was my other one. Having a bit of ham.
So exactly the same,
It was.
just ham. With...
And then my third one was just a turkey roll.
Yeah, that's all right. Turkey and stuffing roll. Oh, don't even know. Hold the stuffing probably.
Is that because
there was no stuffing.
was that because of like working in the Penguin? Like,
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, it was decent. Yeah, plenty of butter. Whop.
To be fair, that was nice turkey, but again, you'd have like coleslaw in
Yeah, no,
right, come on, crack it out. Stop stalling.
Yeah, what's this top three then?
I don't think we've done this, but I'll just chuck it in there anyway.
All right,
crisps.
No.
I could just see he had crisps running all over his face.
What about chocolate bars?
okay.
Might have. We might have done it. I don't know.
No, we've not done that. We've not done
But
chocolate
again,
bars.
like there's like
Has it got to be a bar?
yes.
Okay.
It's got to be a bar, so it can't be like Maltesers or something like that. Not that I would.
Bar, mate. It's not a
No,
bar.
it's got to be a bar. Oh, it's easy for me anyway. My number one.
You sure? Look at him, he's fully fucked already.
Yeah, this again. You're not going to believe it, but I'm not really a chocolate man. But
There it is. A cheese bar.
It's one of those gold. Oh no, that's a biscuit technically.
Yeah, Whisper.
What is?
The
Whisper gold.
I know. Yeah.
They're not-
No,
Oh,
not Whisper.
Yeah,
Just
gold,
the gold.
banging. McVis- oh.
Yeah,
But that's not chocolate either.
That's a
It's not
biscuit.
chocolate. Yeah, it's not chocolate.
Yeah, no, yeah, that's what I'm saying. So
It's Caramac, isn't it?
you can't go like wagon.
Ah,
wheel.
yeah, of course.
That's not that's a different
Right.
top three.
I reckon I've got my three. I reckon.
Do you reckon? If you can't get it like
I reckon.
off the shelf in like Spa, doesn't count.
Yeah, no, I reckon I've got my three of what I'd go
Go
for.
on, number three then.
It's just got to be a classic Mars bar, isn't it? It just never lets you down.
Oh, Bethany will appreciate that. She loves a Mars bar. She puts it in the freezer.
Yeah, see, I love Mars. I love Mars ice cream. Like They are.
Oh,
that's the best
amazing they
ice cream
are.
you can get.
And Snickers,
Like,
Snickers, Mars and Snickers ice cream.
I buy box of 6 of them is like what
That's
gone
tops.
in one.
Mars ice cream is just
Yeah, like
So just a standard Mars
box,
bar,
it's
Jim.
like 6 gone. Yeah, but yeah, three standard Mars for me.
Can we just touch on because this is quite controversial, see, like the whole fridge thing.
Oh, what do you put your chocolate in the fridge?
Yeah,
So Bethany puts his in the freezer.
yeah. Well, that's we won't talk about that because that's
Yeah, wrong.
In the fridge, no.
fridge, like unreal.
Do you put it in the fridge?
I do.
See, my
Depends what
mum
it
does,
is.
but like my mum puts like cream eggs in the fridge, and
Yes.
I'm like, well, why am I biting into boulders now? Like it was impossible to eat.
Do you know what the best one
Like
is?
I take it out of the fridge and I have to let it thaw before I can bite into it. Like, I'm like, well, what's the point of this?
Things with like a soft filling are just like meant for a fridge.
Do you think?
Yeah, but they're not soft anymore, are they?
No, but yeah,
It goes. The fondant goes hard.
Yeah.
like a like a caramel or something, like a bar, like Dairy Milk caramel, like that's stunning in the fridge.
Yeah. I like the nibbles. They're a bit me.
Anyway, right, do you want to go with the 3, mate? We're going off.
My number 3 would be Galaxy Caramel. Is that your number 3 as well?
No.
Mm.
3, I'm going to go for Curly Whirly.
Oh, that's awful. You need to grow up. I think about a Curly Whirly since I was about 6. You definitely can't put that in the fridge either. It's hard enough, like on its own.
Oh,
You're like,
God, yeah. The stretch, the bite and stretch,
and then it like goes all over your hand, like the caramel like curls over. It's like, and then it melts in your hand, and it's just like, and you're like, terrible. I can't believe it. Plus, you've got holes in it. You're missing half a bar.
Unreal.
Oh, fuck.
Unreal.
God, that is.
Right, it's not,
So you just move on to number 2s, I reckon. Are you going to defend it?
Yeah. No, I'm not defending it. I'm with you.
No, I'm on about. I'm on about Ben. Is he gonna? Does he?
Oh, right, yeah.
Can you defend it and tell us? Can you tell me why?
I like it. I just like what to say.
What, you like
That's all you can say though, really. No, I just like it.
You just love having caramel all over your hands and like.
I guess
smashing your teeth.
Well, hey, it's kind of like on the cheaper end of a bar. Yeah.
I can't say I've seen it on its
all,
own. It come in a multi-pack now.
Cheap.
Yeah, you can get them like in a. Well, I'm just saying that's a pro, innit? Yeah, you asked me for feedback.
What can you get it? You can't get them on their own anymore.
I don't know, right? I'm not sure.
Right. Not a lot of info for someone in your top 3, yeah.
Yeah.
Like you say, there used to be like in Tesco you could get like a pack of 5 for £1. Like
yeah.
Bargain. Yeah, no.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. It looks like loads though, doesn't it? But it's basically like fucking like Jamie's favourite cheese, just like holes. So it's like it looks massive, but
it's just not a lot.
Like, how do you make that as well? No, like how do you? Sorry.
Well, it'd just be like molds, wouldn't it?
You've still got clever to think. It's got me thinking now, like how they do that.
Just pour it.
Like, is the pattern? If it was mold, it'd be the same pattern all the time, would it? Is it the same pattern? I don't know. It's
fucking stupid either way.
Unreal.
Call it curly whirly, and there's nothing fucking curly or whirly about it. Like,
anyway.
Yeah,
every time is when you bite into it and it curls around your hands.
And it goes on the outside. It separates as well, doesn't it? The chocolate like separates from the caramel and becomes like really crispy chocolate, and it goes everywhere. And you're just left with the caramel. Yeah, just left with the caramel.
You know
well,
you know a lot about it because you had it when you were 6, like.
Yeah, because I love them.
Yeah, because it's really Ryan's number one, but he's
Yeah.
Okay, let's move on.
keeping with probably the childish theme of that.
Oh, I know
on
what it's going
chocolate.
to be. I can feel
I'm
it.
going with a Milky Bar.
Milky Way. Oh, Milky Way or Milky Bar?
Milky Bar, like the white chocolate. Like I like a bit of white chocolate.
Yeah, you do.
It's nice that.
Big that, mate. Yeah, it's a big shot.
And like, there's not many. They've like cornered the market there, really, haven't they? Not many white chocolate bars out there.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, it's good.
So,
yeah, that'll be mine.
Yeah.
Milky Bar good is strong and tough.
Yeah, I think about Milky Way, mate. So you got me confused.
It's Luke, isn't it? We used to call Luke the Milky Bar kid in school.
Oh yeah, of course.
Oh, Milky Way. Oh, I used to love a Milky Way.
Yeah, remember? I think it was a cinema, like 90s, like red car and the blue car. And the blue car goes the Milky Way.
Oh my god! Yes. Yeah. Fucking hell! Yeah, that is a throwback.
Yeah, sorry, mate. Crack on, kid.
Yeah, I'm trying to think.
Yeah.
I'd probably go with a Whisper Gold.
Oh, huge.
Yeah, I love a Whisper Gold. Caramel filling. Lovely.
Can't argue that, mate. It's strong.
It's a very caramel theme you've got going on here, mate.
I love caramel.
Are you sure Curly Whirly's in it no more?
Last one is not caramel.
That's another one that's going to be included, by the way. Just saying.
Number 2, Ben.
It's really.
It can't get much worse.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's all right.
It'd be like a fucking wagon wheel.
Something like that, yeah.
Like a dream or something.
I'm nervous for you now. Because it can get worse, I reckon.
It's strong, mate. It's strong.
Bounty.
I'll go, okay. 2 is a Ripple.
Yeah.
Oh, Galaxy Ripple.
Yeah.
A tidier version of the flake.
That was that close to my 1, mate. I love a Ripple. I'm not gonna lie.
That's another one that can get a bit messy, though, isn't it?
Yeah, but like again, it's fridge.
But
yeah, you've got to be really careful
on the outside.
How do they make that again?
It's better than a flake.
Flake
it is, yeah.
Crumble.
Have you ever had a Ripple when it's gone like even slightly at room temperature and it's just like fucking impossible to eat?
Oh, it's horrendous. Yeah,
it's awful when it's melted. Oh, but not bad, not bad.
Again, like I could easily eat like 3 or 4 of them in a row, like no problem.
Really, not too rich. I find that like way too rich.
Not all night. By the way, Galaxy over Dairy Milk, any day.
Yeah, me too.
Oh, I don't know. I tell you, a classic Dairy Milk bar is like.
That's going to trigger a few people out.
You love your really long, thin bars, don't you, Ben? He's thinking about his last one now. He's like, fuck, that's really long, thin as well.
No, I don't think it is. But like Curly Whirly, is that thin bar? I mean, it's flat. It's not. It's not.
Yeah, but it's long.
Yeah,
long.
And it's thin.
But it's thin, isn't it? It's like that. It's way.
Yeah, it's like that thick.
Long and thin, like.
Huh?
You got like a Mars bar, like stumpy and thick.
No. Ben likes a long one. Got it.
But yeah, no, my first one, my number 1 is will be a Milky Way. Because they are just an absolute fucking dream to eat.
Yeah, Milky Way double.
Yeah, and that's definitely a bar you could eat like 3 on the spin. Like
easy.
Easy.
It's not too much, is it?
No.
Do you remember when they used to have the small ones and they were like 16? They were like 16p, weren't they?
Yeah,
like the small ones.
Oh, lovely.
6, please.
How big are they?
Big, I think. Probably. Can't be about that big.
But yeah, that's definitely mine.
Strong, but like you say, I think 2 maybe, but 3, I'd probably just get a bit sickly then for me.
But they're only like that big.
The inside of it.
My number 1 would be, it's easy, miles ahead of the rest, Kinder Bueno.
Yeah, which one?
Just the normal Kinder Bueno, not white chocolate one.
Okay, well that's my.
Yeah, that is very nice.
Is that your number one as well?
The white one's my top. Yeah.
Oh, no, the white one's white one's amazing as well, but the other one is just better.
That's not long
again. Like
it's not. But if you put them together,
it's thin. It's thin.
Yeah, it is. There's not enough of them though. They're quite light as well, aren't they? So it's not too much.
Kinder makes some banging chocolates, like.
Oh, they do, yeah.
Like the Kinder Egg in itself is amazing.
Yeah. Don't know. Not four again, so
you get a little toy in it. Amazing. About that big.
Yeah. It's like a wheel for a Lego.
Oh yeah. Amazing.
Did you ever get those yogurts? Do you remember those yogurts you used to get? Like they were like Muller corners, but instead of like something special in the corner, it'd be a toy.
No.
Yeah, it was like Muller corner, but where you'd have usually like little chocolate bits
yogurt,
or something.
like.
Yeah, no, it'd be in that like little separate bit. It'd be a little toy that you'd put together.
I tell you what, do you know why that got discontinued? Because some poor
kids are eating toys.
In his yogurt and at the toys. In it.
Yeah.
What's
I
this?
love the toy yogurts.
Natural selection, that's called. Yeah.
Very good.
It's quite a good, not a bad top three to come back to, really. To be fair,
yeah.
And we had a bit of a laugh about Curly Whirly, so that's fine.
Okay, that was terrible. When was the last time you had a Curly Whirly, Ben?
So yeah.
When was the last time you had a Curly Whirly?
I mean, don't keep track.
Go on. Do you not know?
No. But like, when's the last time you had a Kinder Bueno? Like,
probably about 3 weeks ago. I bought the 4-pack.
I couldn't
home bargains.
tell you the last time I had a chocolate bar at all.
Yeah, well, yeah, probably like just before Christmas, I reckon maybe.
Yeah, Christmas just ends up being like Ferrero Rocher for me.
That's a different.
Another tier, that though, isn't it?
Yeah.
Ferrero Rocher, any lint balls and. Then, Julian.
Absolute dream. These talk about sickly.
Yeah, they get sickly. Yeah.
Oh, seriously, yeah.
Oh, yeah. For them, like, I want more, but I'm going to be ill.
It's different with Ferrero Rocher. You can eat that loads. Ferrero Rocher, you can go through like a tray of that.
Oh,
easy. Ferrero Rocher is different gravy of
top tier, aren't they? Lint's quite similar, but Lint's too sickly as well. You'll have the first one, you're like, oh my god, there's nothing better, and then it's like, that's enough now.
You can't fault a Ferrero Rocher though. You can't fault.
No.
I tell you what is a lovely Christmassy kind of snack is mint matchmakers.
I don't like anything mint chocolate. Ugh.
I don't usually, but them out the fridge. Woo-hoo.
Ben's an After Eight sort of guy. I can see him with his little pack of After Eights.
After Eights are levels.
No, they're not. What's in them? Like jam or something? Oh,
it's not jam, is it? Like
it's mint. Mint
I wish it was. Oh, fondant. Oh.
I told I won't name drop it, but like I told a lad in work before that there used to be like after sixes and after sevens before after eights.
Fuck off.
That's legit, mate.
I'm pretty sure I saw a video on like somewhere must have been on some sort of social media like a few years back, and it was like someone who genuinely wouldn't eat, like they thought they couldn't have an after eight until after eight. Like
8 o'clock in the morning.
They'd be like, "What? They'd be like, what are you doing?" And it's like you can't eat them. It's 7:30.
Well, that's an idea.
And you think like you think you thought they were joking, but they were like being like deadly serious. Like their parents like laughing their heads off. Like, what's wrong with you? And they're like, well, they're called after eights for a reason.
You think about it, right? They'd have been in a boardroom. They'd have been in a boardroom one day, going, right, what the hell are we going to call this? Someone's gone after 8. Yeah. Yeah. Terrible name when you think about it.
It is terrible.
Ben's idea of after 7 and after that's a great like special they could do. That's unreal.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or like
Yeah.
after your dinners.
They could bring out like an orange one and then just have after 6.
Well, they did.
Like,
I can't remember what year it was, but they did at one point white chocolate after 8. It was a thing.
What, still mint?
white chocolate mint.
Yeah, but mate, it was
Oh, I
stunning.
don't know about that.
No, like what do you mean? No, like this. The filling was the same. It was just white chocolate on the outside.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I don't know if that's.
Oh mate, it was stunning.
Is that good? Mint and white chocolate. Is that a good blend? I don't know.
I guess I think you never know because they don't make any more. But
they all come in like their own little parcels as well, don't they? Like a
little sleeve. Yeah.
Very, very pointless. Or is it to stop them like sticking together or what?
Yeah, but it's the
Probably,
yeah. Isn't it? Like I quite like that about it.
Like, yeah, but you're not
Makes
one
it
about
unique,
the planet,
doesn't it?
Yeah, because like it stops all chocolates getting together and sticking
and just kills all the tortoises. Unnecessary, Ben.
What do you mean? Like
Cut out the plastic in your life, even though it's probably not plastic. Is it paper? No, I bet it's plastic.
I don't know. Yeah,
that's a weird, like papery, weird stuff, is it?
Like
I don't know what it is, but it goes in the bin anyway.
A black one as well.
Yeah. I tell you what, right? I want to just cover this quickly. I know it's like one of Ben's favourite episodes, listening back to the ones we did previous, where we talked about Arthur, the cartoon. Because remember, like you were calling it like "Hey Arthur," but you got confused with "Hey Arthur." And stuff. Right. So I got sent something today, right? And it's Arthur's just had its last running episode.
No way.
Like 25 years.
He's an odd
right.
man.
And do you know how they ended it?
He died.
No,
they ended it.
Oh, I thought we were going to guess.
Yeah, you could have a guess if you want. I've got it here at hand.
Well, like how the episode ends, or how?
Yeah, so how the whole thing ends, like how like it's actually mental.
Is it funny?
The whole thing. It's not. I don't think it's funny.
Is there something that happens to what Arthur like?
Hey Arthur.
It's. I just guess how you think it ends, and I'll tell you if you're right or wrong. I can't. Wait.
If Hey Arnold comes in, I'm done.
No, it's something like that. Like it's something like that.
I don't know. It turns out it's never been real, and it's someone else or something. I don't know.
Well, you're not far off there.
Really?
Not far off. So what it is the last episode was set 20 years in the future, so they're all grown up.
Yeah.
So, and Arthur is an author. So all the episodes have been him reading his book. Like, and DW is like a policewoman, and who have we got here?
Right,
Binky. Remember Binky? He's like the newsman. Buster's a teacher at school. The fucking rabbit, his best mate. And that's how Arthur the author looks.
Well, that's horrendous.
Yeah, but I thought that is quite a mad ending to a show, really, to like kind of do it that way.
I remember on that podcast I asked Rye what DW stand for, and he said something. I can't remember what he said now.
Dickwad. Probably something like that. It might have been that. That's the first thing came to my mind then. So.
It was. Shout out to Dickwad.
How is that ever an insult, by the way?
Dickwad?
I don't even know what it means, really.
I would have spelt it with a Q as well, but
like a wad's like a
Dick Quad. I thought it was. But yeah, I just thought I'd tell you that because I was like, God, Arthur's finished. 25 years.
Yeah, because I googled like what he was, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's it. And you were like, oh, spell it.
What was he?
An aardvark. So Ben was trying to catch us out with a double
A.
Oh, mate, we're not going back here. I've confirmed it like fucking 2 years ago.
I'll have to. I'm going to listen to that back, but
that's what I mean. It's like you watch it when you're young, and you're like, I know exactly what he is. I just know. But then someone asks you, and you're like, well, I don't know.
You thought he was a bear?
But I thought he was a bear, but I didn't think he was a bear. I don't know what the fuck I thought he was, But obviously the other ones are like, what is that like bully, like ugly one?
Yeah.
You got the obvious the bunny
Binky.
one. Binky.
Yeah, I don't know what Binky is, like a bulldog, and he like chewing a wasp or something, is he?
Yeah, I guess he is.
But yeah, mad. That is mad.
Because we were looking at the fact he can't wear headphones properly.
Yeah, because he puts them on the side of his head and his ears are on his head. Like, it's just amazing.
He's like,
Because I hadn't seen that, and you were like, "Oh, he can't wear." I was like, "What are you on about? He can't wear." You like a picture of him, like,
oh, it's pissing. Unreal.
He is really.
He has them where his ears are, but his ears are on his head. Like, all right, good one.
He's an aardvark.
But
I swear aardvarks don't have ears like that either. I swear they have like, I don't know.
that's what I thought. An aardvark had a long nose.
Yeah, they do have long noses.
Yeah, Arthur hasn't.
No.
Castrated.
Those are the they ant.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks nothing like an aardvark, does it?
No.
But,
Did you say antlers? Someone's got antlers in it, haven't they? No one's got antlers in it. Okay.
No, I don't know.
I swear someone's antlers in it.
What are you? Rudolph.
Yeah.
It's Christmas time.
Yeah, that was the. Oh, sorry, mate. God, you keep interrupting.
No. Say, carry on.
That was the Mr. Potato Head episodes, wasn't it?
Oh my god!
Which is still safely in like my cupboard, waiting to just make me millions.
Oh yeah.
What's he up in now?
Did you buy that? Yeah.
Probably less than what he was.
Like, get it? It's like literally behind me. Like.
Go on, let's see it. Go on.
I don't even know why you bought it.
Wasn't it something to do with because they made a transgender one?
Yes.
Or like it was gender neutral, so you wanted like a Mister.
Look, Mr. Potato Head.
Oh dear. That's when you know you're of age, isn't it? When you're collecting toys.
Yeah. But
You'll be
yeah, well, I'm going to let you crack on, boys. A bit of football on tonight, and I'm going to go and have a pint. So,
colour me shot.
Yeah, well, obviously we're going as well. Well, not me and Ryan are going to carry on, are we?
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying.
If we want to be good,
I'm closing it down. Like, you want to be good? What, you'd fuck off early? What? But yeah, it's good to have us all back on, and let's hopefully keep this up a bit more often, I think.
Yeah. See you in June 23.
Yeah. But I'm already looking forward to like the next top 3. So
yeah, that was good. I've forgotten
how much of a cock I was.
For anyone that's actually still here, we'll try and move away from football and stuff, like maybe a bit quicker.
Yeah,
We'll
chat
some we'll come up
put
with
a bit
some
more of a plan together for.
To be
the
fair, we
next
didn't
one.
talk about a few things that we wanted to tonight, so at least we can talk about that again.
Yeah, I mean it's been like 8 months since we did the last one, so
there's a lot.
We've United have had a new manager. We've signed one of our greatest ever players back again, and we haven't even spoken about it. Mad.
Yeah.
There's a lot of stuff going on Netflix as well, which should be big stuff.
Yeah.
A lot of swindling, tindling.
Have you seen that, by the way?
Yeah. Let's not start. Oh, you ever seen
You'll
it?
save that for another
watch it.
Oh, there you go.
All right, fine. I'll watch it then, and we'll discuss that next time.
Very good. Yeah, sound.
Yeah. Right.
Sweet.
Well, for everyone who does tune in, do us a favour. Just subscribe to the channel. Have a click.
Yeah.
And then when we put our episodes up, you can just boom straight there.
Yeah. It's ideal.
Enjoy.
And that'd take us up to 3 subs then, because someone in here has a sub. Probably Ben.
I don't know, but it's only two. It's only 2.
Only
But
2
that's
subs.
tragic.
Do you know on YouTube, yeah? Can people like comment and stuff on that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I said we're up to a good amount of views on the last 2 videos. We actually got a boost on our other video from the Euros last year because of the video we did last week. It went up like 30 views again.
Yeah, like other people watched the other one.
And then they were probably like, "Oh my god, no, it's shite."
But no, definitely. Like I said, it's just an hour out your day. If you're bored, stick it on. It's just 3 mates having a chat. We have a laugh. We take the piss out of each other, and that's what it is, isn't it? It's just it's great content. Like I listen back to it, and it is funny stuff. And I don't understand. I don't care what anyone says. I will laugh at myself. I will laugh at like our humor, and I think our humor is great. So keep watching, keep liking, share it about, tell your mates, tell your dad. Have a laugh.
Get down your local and buy some curly whirlies.
You are good at that. Give you that.
What?
Yeah, just say, like I say, when you like sign it off like that, you're like, give it a share. Tell your dad.
Yeah, well, just got to get it done, haven't you? But yeah, again, thanks for everyone who's listening, and tune in next week. Nice one, boys. Have a good evening.
See ya.
And I'll see you soon.
Cheers, boys.